my skincare routine with you. I got a request a little while back about sharing what I've been using for my skincare routine recently, and I've been really happy with my skin recently. So I thought I'd go through and share with you guys some of the products that I've been using. I was going to go through and do a get ready, get unready with me video for you guys and show you guys using the products, but I don't have the best bathroom for that type of setup right now, so I figured I would just go through and share with you guys the products. So I'm going to go through and share with you guys the products that I use in the morning and then things I use at night. So in the morning, the first thing that I usually do is wash my face. So depending on if I showered the night before or not, I have one scrub that I've been using in the shower, and then I usually use whatever I happen to have for samples and things like that if I just wash my face out of the shower. In the shower, I've been using the Body Shop Tea Tree 3-in-1 Wash, Scrub, and Mask. This I got in a set of things for my sister for Christmas, I think. And this I like okay. It's meant for blemish skin, so the Body Shop Tea Tree line is really for blemish prevention. And so this I use, I like it. It's a very thick scrub, but it doesn't exfoliate all that much. So I feel like if you have sensitive skin, this would be okay because I don't feel like it's super exfoliating or anything like that. I do like it. I do feel like it's very invigorating in the morning, which is nice, but I don't feel like I would run out and repurchase this one. I don't think it's anything that special. It's just what I happen to have in my shower right now. So this I like okay. It's not my favorite ever, but I've been using it. And then after that, the next step that I do is my serum. This is the Body Shop Tea Tree Anti-Imperfection Daily Solution. This is also meant for blemish skin because it's in their Tea Tree line. This I got with that for Christmas from that set, and then I bought 2 more of these. So this is actually my second one. I really like this. I do feel like this is doing a really good job of helping keep blemishes away. These I think are like $20 or something like that, but you can buy them on sale a lot. The Body Shop has sales all the time on their website, so I'd recommend waiting for one of those. I bought 2 of these for 40% off, and I've really been loving it. This lasted me a good 3 months, just one of them though, and I do feel like it helps a lot. So if you have blemish skin, I would recommend looking into this brand. This particular line from the Body Shop is really good. If you hear a thudding noise, it started raining really hard. It has been rainy and windy and cold here for the last few days, and it's going to be for another few days. So if you hear that, that's what's happening. Anyway, but this is really good. I feel like this is one of my favorite parts of my skincare routine right now. I mentioned it in my March favorites last month because I've absolutely been loving it. I then also go in with an eye cream. This is the eye cream I've been using for the mornings that I don't absolutely love, but it's the one I've been trying to use up. This is the Enlite Superface Wake Up Eyes Cooling Eye Invigorator. This one I got because Enlite had a sale at CVS. It has the little metal tip on it, so that's supposed to cool and depuff a little bit. I don't notice this doing anything amazing. I don't feel like it really helps all that much. It's a very light eye cream, I feel like, so it's not super moisturizing. It is cooling a little bit, but other than that, I don't feel like it's great. I probably won't repurchase this once I use this one up, but it's what I've been using in the mornings to depuff. And then I usually go in with one of 2 moisturizers. The 2 that I've been using recently are both from Kate Somerville. So one that I have here is the Kate Somerville Oil-Free Moisturizer, and then the other one that I have is the Kate Somerville Goat Milk Moisturizing Cream. This one I feel like is a little bit thicker. But both of these, I think for my oily combination skin, are pretty good. Neither of them are super hydrating, so if you have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend either of these necessarily, but I like both of them pretty well. My favorite thing about these is the way that they dispense. So they have the tops where you just press down and then it comes out the top, so you don't have to dig your hands into them to get the product out or anything like that. I feel like it's a lot more sanitary, and they work pretty well at moisturizing. So when my skin is more on the oily combination side, I feel like both of these work pretty well to keep me moisturized without being too oily or anything like that. I have been more dry recently because the cold front kind of swept through, and so these have not been enough to hydrate me and avoid any like flaky patches, so I would not recommend these for dry skin, but they work pretty well when I'm more combination oily. That is pretty much it for my morning routine. The other things that I was going to mention are the 2 masks that I've been using recently that I've been liking. So one of the masks that I've really been enjoying recently is the L'Oreal Paris Pure Clay Mask, and this one is like the red clay one. So this one has like more exfoliating pieces in it, and it really leaves my skin soft and smooth and really nice. And so I highly recommend this one if you have like some texture and things like that. I feel like this does a really nice job for that. I also really like the Boscia Luminizing Black Mask. So this one I've cut open. I need to finish off the last little bits of it that I have down at the bottom because it's not squeezing out very well anymore. But this one is a peel off mask. So this one really does a nice job of like taking out blackheads and things like that. And it takes away little baby hairs because I tend to get peach fuzz, so that it takes it off and makes my foundation look a lot better. This is more pricey, but I really like it. It lasts me a really long time. My one tip for this would be to lay a thicker mask. If if you don't lay it thick enough, it doesn't peel off very well, but if you lay it thick enough, it peels off in one pretty solid chunk. So these two are my favorite masks of the moment. And then I usually use the Biore blackhead strips that like take out blackheads on my nose and down here, probably once a week or so as well, because otherwise my foundation doesn't lay very well around like my nose right here where I tend to get more blackheads. Those are kind of my more relaxing things that I do. I do masks once to twice a week depending on how busy I'm feeling, how much I feel like doing that, but that's kind of my maintenance routine. And then at night, I'm a little bit more high maintenance than I am in the morning. So I usually wear a full face of makeup. So I do a cleansing balm. I did a whole video talking about a couple different cleansing balms that I tried out recently, but a newer one that I've tried out that has taken over as my new favorite is the Body Shop Camomile Sumptuous Cleansing Butter. This I really, really like the smell of, and it does just as good a job as the Clinique one without leaving a lot of residue. So this has actually taken over as my new favorite. So my Clinique one, the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm, was my favorite in that old video. I'll leave that link here if you guys want to check it out. But this one has taken over as my new favorite. It's a lot cheaper than the Clinique one, and again, Body Shop tends to have lots of sales on their website, so I would recommend, if you like the cleansing butter formula, if you like the Clinique one a lot, I think this one's really great and it's a lot cheaper. So I use that as my cleansing step to take off my makeup first. If I don't use that, if I'm feeling lazy, I will usually use the Up and Up oil-free eye makeup remover to take off my eye makeup, and then whatever cleansing towelettes I happen to have. I have the CVS ones right now, but I don't really care about those that much. I usually take my face makeup off with one of those and then eye makeup if I'm too lazy to use the cleansing balms, but honestly, the cleansing balms are what I use 99% of the time anymore. I pretty much always double cleanse, so I go in with my Clarasonic. This one has the acne brush head on it, I think is what this one is. I usually go in with my Proactiv Extra Strength Formula cleanser on this at nighttime, but I'm out of that right now. I've completely run out. So I'm just using whatever cleanser right now. I don't feel like the cleansers matter that much because honestly you just put it on and wipe it off anyway, so it doesn't hugely matter. I did go in and I got one of the Luna scrubber things, and I have decided I don't like that one nearly as much as I like my Clarasonic, so I wanted to try them out. If you guys would like me to try that out more and do a comparison and talk about them both, let me know that. But honestly, I much prefer my Clarasonic. I've had this for like 5 years, almost 6 years now, and it's still going strong. I haven't had any major issues with it. The brush heads tend to get a little bit expensive, but somebody on my last video commented that you can buy the dupes and they are just as good. So anyway, I use the Clarasonic pretty much every night. I feel like my skin does not look nearly as good, and I tend to get a lot more breakouts if I don't use this. After that, I usually go in, I don't use a toner really anymore. I go in with the Skindinavia Post Makeup Recovery Spray. This they sent me, but I went in and bought an 8-ounce one, so I bought a set of the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray and Primer and the Post Makeup Recovery Spray. I bought like 3 of them together for $90, so each one was only $30, which is a steal. Anyway, so I love this stuff. It's supposed to help avoid breakouts. I mentioned this in my favorites last month too. It helps avoid breakouts. It kind of refreshes your skin and like rebalances it after you take all of your makeup and stuff off of it. I really do like this, and it's just nice and refreshing to spray on your skin. It feels nice. So I use this. And then every other night, I don't use this every single night, I go in with the Sunday Riley Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment. This one smells terrible. I will admit that I hate the smell of it. I think it just smells like, it smells super gross, but I do feel like it makes a huge difference. I have lines in my forehead because I'm very expressive with my eyebrows, and so Hal is going a little bit crazy right now, I'm sorry. I do go in and use this every other night. I don't use it in the morning ever, but I do feel like it helps with texture on my skin. It just makes my skin look a lot nicer and glowier, and it helps with those lines and things like that. This is crazy expensive though, so I don't like to use it all that often. That's why I only use it every other night. But you can find this on sales and things like that. The last time I got this, I think I got it for 30% off on Skin Store, so I would recommend looking for sales and things like that. Don't buy it just from Sephora where it's going to be a lot more expensive. Kind of look around for the best deals. But at first, I didn't think I liked it as much, and then the more I used it and when I stopped using it, my skin didn't look nearly as good. So as pricey as it is, I really, really do like this. After that, I go in, I use Proactiv still. I talk about this in some of my empties. I've used Proactiv for years. I think since my sophomore year in high school, I've been using Proactiv. I use the Extra Strength formula, so it has more benzoyl peroxide in it. I use this only at night anymore. I don't use really much else from the line except for the cleanser every so often, and then I use this at night only. So I do feel like when I don't use this, it makes a difference in my skin. I don't have I have a lot more breakouts and things like that. So when I stop using this, I have some issues, but I do think this helps a lot. At night, I've been using the CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. This is a lot more moisturizing and intensive. I feel like my eyes feel nice when I use this. I'm not terribly picky on eye cream. I kind of jump back and forth and use samples and things like that, but this is the one that I've been using recently, and it's nice. And then I usually go in with a moisturizer. Again, I alternate between these two. I'm more likely to use the goat milk one at night than I am the oil-free one, but I kind of bounce back and forth. And that is it for my skincare routine. So that's everything that I use on the daily for my skincare. I really like most of these products that I've been using. So specifically, I feel like the Good Genes has made a huge difference in my skin. The Body Shop Tea Tree Anti-Imperfection Blemish Solution I feel like has made a huge difference in if I'm breaking out or not. And this has just been like a sneaky new favorite for me, the Body Shop Camomile Sumptuous Cleansing Butter. I feel like this does a great job of removing my makeup. So those are the products that I've been using on my skincare routine. I would love to hear if you guys have some product suggestions that you would highly suggest for either combination oily skin or really blemish prone skin. Those are my main kind of struggle. So I have really oily skin a lot of the time and I break out very consistently. I've been a lot better though since this has been my skincare routine. So anyway, I would love to hear any suggestions that you guys have for those kind of skin concerns, or if you have any thoughts on any of these products, let me know that in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.